I was lying in bed, alone, one dark and lonely night. I just toss and turn on the bed, trying to find a comfortable position for me to sleep. My body was very tired, but for some reason, I still couldn't sleep. There's something about tonight that makes me feel completely uncomfortable. I kept rolling on the bed until I finally found a position that was comfortable enough for me to fall asleep. I closed my eyes, but there was no difference. It's too dark in my room to see anything. So I think it took some time for my eyes to get used to the darkness. I lay there, motionless, in the pitch black night. My body begins to relax and my mind goes blank, and I am completely ready to rest. But the silence was instantly broken and my mind was immediately flooded with eerie images when that sound rang out. Knock, knock. Undoubtedly it was the sound of something tapping on a glass window. But no, there's no way someone was knocking on my bedroom window from outside. Who would want to wake me up at this time of night? Think logically. If someone wants to steal in my house, why does he first knock on the window? They just sneak into the house as quietly as possible. There's no way they knocked. There are no monsters in this world. I could have looked at the window to put my heart at ease a bit, but I was facing the opposite direction from the window and honestly, I was afraid to see the thing I was most afraid of standing outside the window, staring at me. However, what is it? Was it possible it was just a bird that flew into the window? No, that's completely unrealistic. Is it possible that a bunch of kids are pulling a prank on me at this time of night, knocking on the window outside while laughing so hard? Maybe. Or maybe this is all just my imagination. Maybe I heard the wind outside and assumed it was a knock on the window. Knock, knock. No, it's definitely not my imagination. Those damn kids are really stubborn. They wouldn't stop until they saw me getting up in a rage. Maybe the kids with a slightly sick sense of humor were waiting for me outside. Maybe they'll break the windows and attack me. No. Don't be paranoid like this. After all, they are outside, and I am inside. Until I heard the sound of broken windows, I was safe. The monsters don't exist. After all, I haven't moved at all. Maybe the kids thought I was sound asleep and would leave me alone. Knock, knock. No. Those are not children. No child would have waited this long for a reaction from a man who lived alone like me. They will definitely get bored and move to another house to have fun. But if not them, then who? Why would a killer want to target me? Think logically. The monsters don't exist. Don't be paranoid. They are outside, I am inside. Until I hear the sound of windows breaking, I'm safe. But if it wasn't a monster or a serial killer, what was causing that sound? Maybe I should pretend to be asleep and the noise will stop on its own. Knock, knock. Oh, God. I can't think of a sound I hate more in this world than that knock on the window. Please go. Leave me alone. Now it's hopeless. He will come in here sooner or later and do terrible things to me. Take a deep breath. Then exhale slowly. I felt the heartbeat in my chest begin to relax. The monsters don't exist. Remember, they are outside. I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of broken windows, I was safe. Repeat it. Don't let fear rule you. Pretend to be asleep and don't move at all. Knock, knock. They're outside, I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of a window breaking, I knew I was safe. The monsters don't exist. Pretend to be asleep and pray that he will go away soon. Knock, knock. They're outside, I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of a window breaking, I knew I was safe. The monsters don't exist. Monsters don't exist. I started whispering to myself, they're outside, I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of a window breaking, I knew I was safe. They're outside, I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of windows breaking, I knew I was safe. Knock, knock. I cannot hold it anymore. I'm going crazy if I keep hearing this tapping sound. At least if I see what's causing the sound, I'll calm down a bit. Taking a deep breath, I repeated it one more time. They're outside, I'm inside. Until I heard the sound of windows breaking, I knew I was safe. I took a few more deep breaths, my heart beating so fast I thought I could hear it. I slowly turned towards the window. My heart felt like it had stopped beating and I was too scared to let out a scream. I turned my head only to find a pale face with pitch black eyes looking at me intently, as if to bare my soul, smiling devilishly. All this time the creature has been in this room, knocking on my window from inside.